How the Asian American heck are ya? My name is BD Wong, and I am here because I am arguably Apex for Youth's biggest fan. I am sincerely here with a great deal of love for this organization and everyone that works for it and everyone who receives the benefits of it. And so I just love being here. I am here to basically seal the deal. Ladies and gentlemen, the work, the foundation has been laid by the honorees, by the presenters, by the constituents, and by the staff. I have a little bit to say to nudge you along the way, but I'm going to start with the rules, which are the rules of the paddle raise. And that is, the first thing is that if you have your paddle, it should have your name on it. Don't raise your paddle with someone else's name on it unless you want to recreate a scene from an old episode of Golden Girls. With a terrible mistaken high stakes paddle raise. No, raise the paddle with your name on it. And there are two ways to raise. One is to raise your paddle and to hold your paddle high until I read your number so that it can be recorded. Thank you very much. I hope you'll make that really hard for me because I want there to be a lot of numbers for me to be able to record. And you can also, if you're shy, if you're going to be all Asian American about it, there is a QR code on your paddle. You can slip it in. I encourage you to do so if you are shy because the totals will all come up and we really want to see the totals. And we're here to make a shitload of money tonight. So I'm just going to hope that we all, pay attention to that. Okay, so I encourage you to raise multiple times. I encourage you to do the math when you see what the levels are and figure out what works for you. Asian American people, math, I don't know. Is it possible? Some of you will be good at this, some of you will not. So here are the tiers, okay? I'm not going to apologize about these tiers. I am thrilled about them and terrified at the same time. $100,000, $50,000, $25,000, $10,000, $5,000, $2,500, and $1,000. And if you let me tease out a little bit of a photo op that I'd like to do at the $1,000 level. I want as many people at the $1,000 level, including maybe some people who have already pledged, to raise their hands in a big group effort and a photo opportunity for social media. Yes, thank you. And so we're about to start. Are we about to start? Is that right, Kim? Can I go on to my inspirational words? I want to say that we are here. And what's so great about Apex for Youth and this organization and this event is that it is a party. It is a party that celebrates the organization and all of its good work, and it is a party that seeks to raise money together. So these two things come crashing together in a very elegant package. And the one thing that I have to say about it that thrills me really greatly is that it's all good. You're kind of a butthead if you have anything to complain about here. I mean, it's such a wonderful organization. And I want to give a shout out also to the honorees and their presenters. It is very rare for honorees. I've been to a lot of galas, folks. It is very rare for honorees to speak with a great depth of understanding about what the organization does. And for these wonderful intergenerational pair to speak so eloquently about Apex for Youth speaks volumes about the organization and what has brought them here together. In addition to that, Mariko Silver and Chloe Kim. Yes, okay, really, okay, donations are already starting to come in. You mean, okay. Well, anyway, I'm gonna start I guess I'm gonna start the bidding. I've been interrupted. Okay, here we go. It is a big ask, $100,000. I'd like to have a few people here at $100,000. Is there anyone who has $100,000 for Apex for Youth? Raise your paddle, please, and I will wait. Right down here, table 16, sir, number. Can I see the number? 260. Anybody else? 2, 5, 4. Thank you very much. At Suni's table, 6, 5, 9. That is excellent. That is so excellent. Is there anybody else for $100,000? $100,000, people. 286. $100,000. That is $400,000. We are talking about looking for the expansion, not just the sustenance of this organization. And so I'm going to be pushing way past $1 million if I'm even able to. Is there anyone else at $100,000? Anyone else? Going once, going twice. Sold at $100,000. We're at $400,000. We are going to $50,000. $50,000. Let's, we'll give each tier a basic theme, and the theme, a big theme of this is college and career path, and the way we guide these students. And this $50,000 can go a long way. We do need more people at each tier to give up the cash for these tiers. I mean, that's just how the way it works. I'm talking math-wise in order to make our goal. So, I'm raising the question. At $50,000, who has $50,000 to guide these kids through college? 268, 381. Anybody else? 433, 374. More, $50,000, only $50,000, 473. Thank you so much, 204. Anybody else? $50,000, 285. Oh, this is awesome. This is great. Anybody else? $50,000 for Apex for Youth, going once, going twice. Sold at $50,000. We are going down to, okay, now, you see the apple? We are at our halfway point. Ladies and gentlemen, $500,000. We're going to $25,000. $25,000 is a very meaningful theme. To me, it's the theme of family night. We have heard so many wonderful stories. It's a great mother-daughter night, isn't it? Mother-daughter action. It's so not Joy Luck Club. It's like so healthy, wonderful, nurturing mother-daughter relationships, many fostered by the programs of Apex for Youth. Family night is very important. You heard Ashley Yee and Bingji talk about their relationships to their siblings, Ashley's sibling Wesley and Bingji's brother being brought into the program. These family relationships are absolutely important. At $25,000, what say you? 111, 359. Who else? $25,000, 359, 366. There's got to be more at $25,000. I need a lot more at $25,000. Who's got $25,000? 111? Did I not say that? 111. Thank you very much, 111. $25,000. 413, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. $25,000. Preeti Sriratana 391. Preeti, who I consider the grand forefather of Apex for Youth. He is my entry point to the magic of this organization. He is tireless, so visionary, so incredible. In his name, is there anyone else at $25,000? We are almost at $900,000, which is really great. $25,000. Anyone else at $25,000? Going once. 286. Thank you. Yeah, I know. You guys are so great. I love these guys. Okay. $25,000. Anybody else at $25,000? Ladies and gentlemen, $25,000 going once, $25,000 going twice. 285 from the happy couple. That is awesome. $25,000, again going once, again going twice. That is sold on $25,000. Okay, my cards are everywhere. We are now at, I think 10, right? 10. And it's called Apex Journey. And you know why it's called Apex Journey, right? Because Ashley Yee says she is the Apex Journey. And so, in the name of the wonderful Ashley Yee, who spoke so beautifully, bared her soul, reached out to her parents, and it exemplifies the spirit of Apex for Youth, who will give, and I need a lot of people, $10,000. Show me the money. $461, $462, $424, $297, $362, $329. I'm very confident. I'm waiting. This is why I'm pacing. I'm stalking. $180, $393. Thank you very much. At $10,000. Who else at $10,000? Anybody else at $10,000? You know, I mean, there's just so much to say about this. Apex Journey. You know, this is the thing. One of the things that I've learned about is the emerging and kind of new energy, which is middle school energy. Mentorship for middle school kids. And how middle school kids are kind of finding their identity at that age. They're figuring out how they can be a part of a community. And so if they get singled out and they get shown how they are a part of a community, they will participate in that community. That is the community we need them to participate in. We need them to learn how to be loving themselves so that when they go to high school, they can choose a college career that is about who they are, what makes them tick, what they want with their life, and how they can be successful. This is a decision that gets made largely in part by the energy of the mentorship and the programs of Apex for Youth. And so, is there anybody? I'm waiting for the graphic that says we hit $1 million! And you must know that I do not think that that is enough. You must know that when I say we are talking about expansion, we really mean it. We understand now, with the great success of this organization, what is at stake. We understand now, in a climate where attention to diverse cultures is been threatened, we know that we must take things into our own hands, no matter what our political affiliation, and support our own community. I think we want to break $1.3 million. And that was, and let me just tell you, that was last year's goal, so that's definitely not good enough for me. Because I am a big fan of young Mr. Bing Chen, who did last year's paddle raise, and I am, like Suni Lee, super competitive, and I want to text him when this is over. So I need your help to do so. Are we still at $10,000, Kim? We are at $10,000 for the expansion. I was saying that the kids go to high school. The high school effort is really important. We are all about that. And we're talking about moving into all of the boroughs. I'm personally talking in my conversations with Preeti about an Apex for Youth in every major American city. I'm gonna go down? Okay. Are you sure? No, I'm gonna, no. I'm gonna get 10,000 one more time just to make sure, because I didn't say going once, going twice. One last stab at $10,000, ladies and gentlemen. $10,000 for Apex for Youth. Does anybody else have $10,000 for Apex for Youth? Going once. Going twice. Anybody? Sold at $10,000, moving to $5,000. And $5,000, the theme is a very important theme. We've heard about this tonight, and it really rings a bell with me, and that is mental health, man. Mental health for Asian American kids, mental health for the unique needs of Asian American kids. All kids need mental health services. That's definitely true. We need to be giving our young kids mental health no matter what community they are from. What we are saying in this room tonight is that our Asian American kids have very specific cultural, familial, career-related, academic, financial challenge needs that we need to address. 1 in 2 Asian American kids live at or below the poverty line. 3 out of 4 Asian American kids in the Apex for Youth program live at or below the poverty line. We are way past the mild minority myth of that we're all perfect and that life is easy for us. We are serving a constituency that needs us desperately. For mental health at $5,000, and I need a lot of people to get to 1.3. Who do we have? $5,000, please. 527. 212, 165, 222, 223, 221, 435, 456, 443, 455. On this side, 580, 141. Who is that? Yes, 584. Turn it to me, 550. Thank you so much. Who else? 262. Thank you so much. 678. 678 at $5,000. We need that $5,000. Mental health, man. Can you just imagine the moment in time when you were in middle school and what you would have done with mental health services? Ladies and gentlemen, who are we got? Is that up or down? That's up, 281. Is that? Yes, at 279. Yes, 753, $5,000. Thank you very much. Who else at $5,000? 500, 500, that is. 501, like 501 jeans. What else have we got? 133. You guys are doing great. This is unbelievable. This is wonderful. What have we got here? $5,000. Is the well getting dry? We are celebrating at this point $1.1 million. For the Bing text, for the Bing Chen text that I get to send, we are going down to, what are we at? 2,500, and this is a very, what is it? This is who? 282 at $5,000, thank you. Is that Mr. Chung? That's Ji-Yoon Chung's dad, everybody. 513 at $5,000. 514 at $5,000. 206 at $5,000. 102 at $5,000. 303 at $5,000. Maybe I'll stop screaming now. Maybe I've gotten to the point where I don't have to scream anymore. 402, that's very nice. Thank you very much. 402 at $5,000. Children, you've done great. You're doing great. You're doing great. Anybody else at $5,000? Think about it. You can do it. Oh, wow. Okay. You know, it's really, well, how can I say this right? I like to bring up these things that are not well known to everybody. And I like to bring up this stuff about the poverty line and Asian American kids because we have stereotypes that we fight against every day, which are that we don't have problems like that. Thanks to a generous match from Tom Chin and the Dalios, Maxine Dalio, we have a match up to $40,000 from this point on. So we can really get to that $1.3 million, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. We are going to celebrate. Ayaka and I did a wonderful job opening this festivity. Ayaka and I and Ray Chan and Melody Lee have worked as the what are they called? The gala chairs? the Gala co-chairs to make this event such a success. I'm very proud to be having worked with them. Everybody in this room, it's all goodness to me. And I'm very grateful to you. And it's a long night, so I really appreciate you sticking it all out. I am like to introduce the remaining co-chairs of the Apex for Youth 2025 Gala, Ray Chan and Melody Lee. Good night, everybody.
Okay, let's
right.
go.
Wow.
Woo.
I'm just floored. I forgot what I was supposed to say. But good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Apex Board and the Gala Host Committee, thank you. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for showing up for Generation Fearless. We're so grateful for your generosity and for your commitment to uplifting our youth.